Okay, I think we are ready to take the first question. Isam, please go ahead with the question for Ashwe Prince.
Ashwell, must have been a pleasant afternoon for you guys watching Litton and Mushfiq bat. Could you describe how well they played and what areas that really impressed you today?
Yeah, I think the guys showed a great deal of character this afternoon. Well, basically from this morning, around 40 odd for 4, the guys showed some great character and great skill as well. Mushfiq was very patient at the start. Obviously, he's an experienced player. A lot of younger players or less experienced players might have panicked with the strike rate and not been able to get the ball away early on. But he's an experienced test player. He stayed calm. He knew that runs can come in faster periods in test matches. And he showed his experience and obviously played a brilliant innings as well as Litton. I was really impressed by how calm and composed both of them were at the crease today. And I think the most nervous everyone got was when Litton started getting those cramps. And we were just hoping that his body can hang in there until the end of the day, where obviously he can get some recovery things going tonight, ice bath, take in some more liquids, etc. And hopefully we can continue tomorrow.
Just one more thing. I just wanted to know what you asked Litton to do when he was out of the team during the T20 series, and whether that's one part of the question. And secondly, what did the dressing room feel like when he reached the 100?
The dressing room was extremely happy for him to get 100. I didn't ask anything of him during the T20 series a little bit earlier to come here and prepare the guys or help them prepare for the test match. He was here, obviously. We worked on one or two little technical things, not a great deal of things. Small little change in his stance and basically his alignment, just to align him up a little bit better. Try and make sure that he's got good balance at the crease, and I think he showed good balance at the crease today. I mean, he's such a joy to watch. Makes batting look so easy when he's batting well. And like I say, the biggest scare of the day was the cramps, and just hoping that his body will hold up.
Ekush, your question, please.
Hi, Ashwell. How many runs is enough for in this wicket? What kind of wicket do you observe? And second question is, after this World Cup, terrific World Cup performance, terrible World Cup performance, how impressive Litton Das was today?
I don't really want to talk about the World Cup. I mean, it's different competition. It's different type of cricket. This is T20. That was T20 cricket. This is Test match cricket. I think anybody who watched Litton Das bat today can see without a doubt that he's a class batsman. If you can't see that, then I don't know what you're saying. But obviously today, the guy showed that he's a class batsman. He scored 95 in his last Test match in Zimbabwe. He was unlucky not to get 100 there. And he went one step further and got over the line today in terms of his personal milestone. Hopefully tomorrow for the team, him and Mushi will be able to extend the partnership. Nobody ever knows how many runs is enough in a test match. The pitch is good for batting. Is 400 enough? Is 500 enough? Nobody knows. We just got to keep batting until the captain feels that is enough and he wants to declare.
Sami, your question, please. Sami, are you there?
Sorry. Yeah. Well, Ashwell, what are the areas you think that Litton have improved since the T20 World Cup, which has brought him the maiden Test 100 in this innings?
I don't understand why there's so much comparison between T20 cricket and Test cricket, guys. I mean, T20 cricket is completely different to Test cricket. I mean, for me, there's no comparison. You know, the guy has time to bat. It's a Test match. Nobody has to score any runs in a certain amount of balls. It's completely different cricket. So I'm not sure why we're comparing so much with T20 cricket. You know, it's a different batting mentality, completely different batting mentality compared to T20. So if we talk about Test match cricket, let's talk about how he constructed his innings today. He was solid in defense. He was decisive in leaving balls outside off stump in the channel. And he was committed and positive when playing an attacking shot. He showed commitment on that. So if we want to analyze the Test match innings, let's talk about that. And let's talk about the attributes that he displayed today in Test match cricket. T20 cricket is completely different format of cricket. You can't compare.
Next question is from Ronnie.
Hi, Ashwal. Litton has been batting very well in Test matches this year, but Bangladesh played the last Test around 4 months ago. So, how important it was to remind him about his form and Test batting and all these things. So, how important it was?
Excuse me, I just lost you for a minute. Can you just repeat that, please?
Okay, sure. The thing is, Litton has been batting very well this year in Test matches. I think you got it. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Then, but Bangladesh, played the last Test 4 months ago. So it's a long gap. So how important it was to remind him about his Test form and other Test batting and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. The last Test match was some time ago. Before the start of this match, a few days before the start, coach reminded the team of the batting performances, not just individuals, the whole team. There was quite a few times the team scored over 400. So we reminded ourselves of the positive things that we've been doing as a team, as a batting unit, not as individuals. And obviously, in those matches where the team scored over 400, sometimes 500, there were different people who made major contributions in that. Sometimes it was Litton, sometimes it was Mushfiq, sometimes Shanto, different people scored hundreds in those matches. So we wanted to remind ourselves of the positive things that we did in the last few Test matches. And then obviously, when you're starting your preparation for a Test match, you start getting your head around the game plan. The game plan for a Test match is completely different, like I've just been saying, completely different to T20 cricket. T20 cricket, you're not allowed to leave balls. You're not allowed to take your time. Test match cricket, there's no rush to be anywhere. You want to know where's your off stump, leave well outside off stump. You want to hit down the ground. I think even some of the earlier guys in the innings, even though they didn't get any big scores, Shanto hit some nice straight drives, as well as Saif. The guys looked good at the start, but obviously Pakistan bowled well. They got their early wickets, but Litton and Mushfiq came in and they continued with the plan of hitting straight down the ground past the stumps, which is important in red ball cricket, 4-day cricket, Test match cricket. You want to play as straight as possible. Balls keep low. LBW is a big form of dismissal, so you want to be able to hit the ball down the ground when the ball is aimed at your stumps. And I think, we spoke about these things in preparation. It's one thing talking about it and practicing it in the nets. It's obviously another thing going to do it in the middle. And I think in this partnership, we saw great composure and great skill.
Okay, next question is from Tawhid.
Hi, Ashwal. Just a couple of quick questions. I guess, firstly, from a personal point of view, as a batting coach, you must be really pleased with the performance that Mushfiqur and Litton put on in the afternoon there. And then, secondly, just throwing things forward a little bit, does the team have a plan or a target in terms of where they want to get to in the first innings? And is that going to dictate the approach tomorrow morning?
definitely not a number, but we have a plan. We know who the danger sort of guys are from our position. We know the areas that we want to score in to give ourselves the best chance. So there's definitely a plan in terms of a number, in terms of a target. Who knows how many is enough? We don't have a number in mind. We just want to get as many as possible. In terms of the team's recovery, I'm extremely proud of the character that we showed. I think sometimes, you know, as possibly as coaches and maybe supporters, everybody looks at the technical attributes of players, and of course the guy showed a lot of skill today, technical skill. But for me, what was really pleasing was the mental application. 50 for 4 is a tough time to come to the crease in a test match. And when you find yourself in this type of situation, you have to be strong mentally. You have to believe that you can back your team out of that position and into a better position, and hopefully tomorrow into an even better situation. So the character that the guy showed, from having our backs against the wall to fighting to the position that we're in at the moment, that's most pleasing.
Okay, we'll take the last 3 questions. Zubair, your question, please.
Hello, Prince. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So my question is on about top order batting. How do you see our top 4 guys' performance today? Did you see any lack of approach or application today? And specifically, tell us about Saif's performance. He hasn't been cracked the test cricket so far. You have been working with him a lot. We have seen him work. We have seen you working with him. What's your assessment regarding his technique and all?
I was hoping that we would focus on the positives, guys, but it's just a matter of time, I suppose, until we have. Listen, I mean, we're playing against one of the best bowling attacks in the world, Shah Afridi, one of the best new ball bowlers in the world, and until he got Saif out, the boys were both looking comfortable. He bowled him one of the best bumpers that you can get from any fast bowler in the world. So, you know, in my view, any batsman that's dismissed by a good ball can sleep easy at night. And this is the type of messages that I try to bring across to the team on a regular basis, that in a test match, somebody should bowl a good ball to get you out. You shouldn't be playing a poor shot to get yourself out. Maybe drive one ball straight to mid-off in the air, or somebody, a fielder sets a trap with 2 men back on the short ball and hook it straight down fine leg or deep square leg throat on the boundary. These are poor decision-making dismissals. But if we can limit our dismissals to good deliveries, then you can sleep easy at night, because the bowler is allowed to bowl a good delivery. That's why he gets paid. He gets paid to bowl good balls. And Saif got a good ball today. So if we can focus on that, as opposed to what is wrong with Saif's technique, what is wrong with this, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the guy. You're playing against one of the world's best fast bowlers and you bowled you a good short ball. That's what happened today. And he got the wicket. So well done to Shah. Hopefully Saif will get a score in the second inning.
Sami, your question, please.
Sami doesn't have a question. Let's just have the last one. Ashwe, how much difference does a pitch make to a batting lineup? I mean, it's obviously looks like a good wicket. Do you think that also made a bit of a difference, even when you lost 4 early wickets?
Yeah, the pitch makes a big difference. Let me put it to you in this way. I mean, everybody wants to talk about. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Maybe I shouldn't say what I want to say. But yeah, the pitch makes a massive difference. It's a good pitch, and the guys played well. It'd be nice for our batsmen to bat on good pitches more regularly.
Okay, we'll take just one last question. Zubair.
Ashwe, just word on Rabbi. He's making a test debut today. How do you see him as a test batsman going forward? Thank you.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is an opportunity. You know, the coach praised him in the team meeting last night for being a real good team man. He's been on a few tours, and he hasn't had an opportunity. Coach has asked him to be patient in the past, that his opportunity will come. Excuse me. I think he's got about 4 or 5 catches already in Test match cricket, and he hasn't played a game yet. So he's always been a good team man. He's a good slip fielder. He wants to go out and help the team when he's 12th man and not playing. He's good to have around the dressing room because he's got a great personality. So everybody's really happy for him that he's been selected this time, that he's making his debut. And he's worked hard in his preparation for this Test match. And, you know, I think we're all just really excited for him to get this opportunity. And please, you know, like with any young player, I say young because it's only his first game at this level. So he's new at this level. With any young player, please let's not judge the guy after one Test match. Let's give him a chance. And, you know, he'll be very nervous, obviously, playing in his first Test match. But let's give the guy a chance. Let's see after a few Test matches how he goes. And then maybe people can make a judgment in a few games' time. But we're all, at the moment, really excited for him to get the opportunity. And we're really hoping that he goes well.
I think we have come to the end of today's press conference. Thank you, Ash. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Pleasure of it. Okay. Cheers, guys.